Okay, I'm gonna use you as a footrest. Is that okay? Oh hey,
Hi.
Welcome. Michelle is here with me, and
Hi,
we.
guys. They're like, who's that?
Well, if you don't
some of
know,
y'all might know me, but some of y'all might not.
I feel like you're like me and you just have multiple connections, especially in one Megan Tonjes, since we each have a thing together with her.
Actually, our connection isn't even Megan.
No, but in making things.
Oh yeah.
Since
for
we're
sure.
making a thing,
Yeah.
you have a thing with her, I have a thing with her.
Right.
And she's not here.
No, she's not.
So. But no, we met, okay. This was probably 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a show in New York.
Yeah, it was 2009.
Oh, 9. Okay.
2009,
so
and you
almost.
came with Francesca.
Yes.
And I knew Francesca from mutual friends because she went to high school with two of my friends that I went to college with.
Oh, really?
That was my first time actually meeting Francesca.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of talked through YouTube and stuff. We spoke through YouTube, and she used to watch my videos, and I started watching her hair videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know how we met.
I mean,
we knew of each other. I was watching your videos as well.
because I was a fan of your music.
When I met you, I was still with my label.
And you had a full band.
I had a full band. I had a 13-piece band.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. And band or not, she's amazing.
Oh, thanks.
And your loop pedal skills.
Yes. That was my first show in New York when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first show in New York. I had been in New York for a while, but I wasn't able to perform. I was with a label. It was a whole thing. But I was doing a lot of songwriting. And then I did that show, and I remember meeting you guys. And you guys looked like babies to me. I mean, I know we were all like in the same age range, but I just remember seeing you. I remember seeing you guys, like meeting you guys for the first time.
Yeah.
And we stayed in touch, just acquaintance like.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our first time. This is our first time hanging out, just me and you.
Yep. I remember also one of the first things I ever said to you in person.
Really?
Which was, oh, you don't look 28, as if 28 was an elderly person. And and now that's one of those things that I think back to, and I'm like, wow.
I don't remember that, but I do get that a lot where people are just like, how old are you? You don't look that age. And when I was 28, it wasn't necessarily a compliment or a slap in the face. It was just kind of like, what does that say about me? Do I look like a teenager?
Yeah.
Like, what am I giving off that I don't look like a grown-up?
Yeah.
Right? And I remember thinking, man, we need to hang out. I think we even said that, and we just never did.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived in Jersey as well.
Yeah.
I lived in Jersey as well.
Did you love it?
I absolutely hate New Jersey.
Wow! Wow. My feelings are hurt, but it's fine.
And you know what it is? I think it's more of the period of time it was in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It just represents everything that I hated.
Yeah.
When I think about it, like I think, and every time I've had to go back, I'm like, I won't even fly to like Newark Airport. That's how bad
I'm the closest to New Jersey you'll get.
You are the closest.
Being in my presence.
You are the closest. And anytime I have something to say about New Jersey, and somebody's like, "Well, I'm from New Jersey," I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, I'm sorry for you.
I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside.
No, but the thing is that I always find it funny when people are so attached to a location.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people tell me they don't like Miami, when I say, "Oh, I'm from Miami," they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, I hate Miami, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I am not Miami. I just lived there. That's all.
True.
I was just born there. I mean, no, I wasn't even born there. I lie. I was raised there. So for me, I'm just kind of like. But then also, I just can't help it myself. I have to tell the truth.
I feel like, I don't know if this is like super unique to New Jersey, but since New Jersey gets shat on a lot,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people from New Jersey have that like pride in
and they should.
In like
and
the defense.
I'm here for that pride.
Mm-hmm.
You have pride in your state. I think you should. I remember somebody called, it's a late night talk show host called New Jersey the Armpit of America.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was like, I could never find the words, but those were the words. Those were the exact words. And the people of New Jersey are beautiful. It's just my time in New Jersey was not something that I would ever want to repeat.
Mm-hmm. So you're not moving back anytime soon?
Oh, honey. Did you not hear what I just said? I don't care what's going on. I don't care if I got the show of all shows and they were like, you got to come live in New Jersey for 6 months. But I kind of I have a love-hate with New York as well in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody asked me, what is it about New York? I said, I hate when I'm there, but I love when I leave. Like, that's how I...
See, I love New York. I mean, a lot of people feel that way about Los Angeles too.
Well, yeah, I think it's just about your experience. And I lived in New Jersey and New York for 5 years, and it was just so much at the time. And I remember, and I lived in London as well. And London has it's a similar vibe where it's a lot of people concentrated and, you know, train system and all that other stuff. But the energy was just different for me. Mm-hmm. So I was never really inspired while I was in New York and in New Jersey because of my situation. So it was always hard for me to find inspiration. But when I'm in New York, I'm like, oh, this is great. But then literally after like a day, I'm like, I'm so tired. It's so exhausting.
Yeah. I feel like it drains your energy, but
it does.
I can't explain why.
Right. Now, maybe if I had like a whole bunch of money, I would love any place.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to... I hate taking the subway because I'm claustrophobic. Are you claustrophobic?
I don't know. Okay, so when I feel claustrophobic, it's like in a space where there's like too many people or too much stuff around me.
Right.
But like if it's a small space, like I have to crawl through a small thing, I could do that.
No, see, I can't even hear you say that. Like, I can't even hear it. Like, let me tell you something. I watched it, I can't remember the name of the movie. It's called Poseidon, I think, and it's with Kurt Russell. And there's a part, spoiler alert, where he drowns. Mm-hmm. Honey, it was the most It was the most devastating thing I had ever seen. I love horror movies and thrillers and stuff like that. That shit was so scary to watch somebody actually drown.
Yeah. Suffocate
underwater.
And they show the whole
thing. I'm gonna show you the scene.
Wait, she says this scene is the worst thing. Anyway, I'm gonna show it to you.
I don't want to be alone in it. You have to see it. No, but I remember seeing that and I was like, that I never needed to know that. And I can swim, but I can swim because I don't want to drown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't do gore. Like I can't do like if like Saw.
See, I'm the same way, but I actually like Saw because Saw it's so over the top that it's not real looking to me. When it's real looking, I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But for Saw, it looks like effects and it looks like animation.
But if I'm in that mindset, like I feel like it's me, and I'm like, no, I can't. Even if someone getting a shot in a movie or in a TV show, I can't look.
And the thing is, there's a difference between horror and thriller because I prefer psychological thrillers to horror. I don't need the blood and the gore because that doesn't scare me.
Same.
What scares me is getting into my mind and me watching something and be like, oh shit, that can actually happen. I've never thought of that. Who the fuck thought about this? I want to know that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's twisted, and I like twisted.
Actually, when people do stupid shit in horror movies, I get so mad.
But can I just tell you? Okay, so I'm currently watching Star. It's a show on Fox. And it is, I said today, this show is basically about all non-possibilities happening under one roof to the same people every episode. It's trash.
This sounds great.
But the music is good. It's well acted. It's just the script is so far-fetched that it's like this would never happen like this, and yet I'm like, oh girl, oh no, and I'm at home by myself. I'm recently separated, so I'm at home by myself talking to TV because that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, girl, don't you do that? Ooh, it's coming. I know it's coming.
And I feel like if I'm watching something that infuriates me, it's like I don't need to have anyone else around me because I'm having a conversation with the screen.
That's me. My friend said to me, he was like, you call out everything that's wrong. You're like, that would never happen. There's holes, and it's just like, it's just a movie. I'm like, yeah, but it's still stupid. Like, that's dumb. I'm that person. I'm
Good.
like,
I'm glad, because people hate people like us.
I know, and I want to be hated.
Okay.
They don't really hate us.
No, but there are people who can't deal when someone is talking during a movie.
Well, they don't.
And I am not the one to watch a movie with in that case.
Yeah, we should watch more movies together.
Especially a scary movie, because I feel like part of it is me trying to talk over it to like distract myself from getting scared.
Can I just tell you, there's a show on, I want to say it's Channel 4 in London. I don't remember the name of the show, but they film people watching reality TV. Like just random people in their homes watching the same thing, just banter. It is the most interesting thing to watch. That's amazing. Because you're seeing what they're seeing, and then they're just like literally trashing people on it.
Okay, this reminds me of one of my favorite shows that I made Megan start watching on Netflix, called Terrace House. Have you seen any of it? So it's a Japanese show, and it's basically like real world. So they put like strangers in a house. I think there's 6 of them. And then it shows you what's happening in the house, and then it cuts to a room in a studio of like 6 people watching the show and reacting to and talking about the people in the show.
Why don't we have shows like that?
I feel, listen, Terrace House, I'm telling you again, if you come to the U.S., I'm ready for either role, actually.
I'm ready. Well, no, I don't want to be, I want to be on the other side.
You want to be in the studio.
People. I want to be judging people.
I could do either. So we have options. So listen.
Oh my gosh. Guys, I came to make a video. We talked for like, half an hour?
Probably longer than that, because the camera died. It was fully charged.
Oh, it was fully charged.
So we might have been talking on camera for like an hour.
For like an hour, okay? And then spent the next 2 hours speaking off camera.
Yeah, while the camera was charging.
And now it's fully charged. And we are back. And I don't know. We had an intense conversation.
We did.
We talked about, I think you know everything about me now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Thank you for watching. You can follow Michelle at these places.
At all of these places. Wherever it is.
Listen to her podcast with Megan. And you have a podcast with
my husband friend. Yes. And you can get my music everywhere, anywhere.
That's important.
My music.
That's how I became a Michelle Moore super fan.
But he's not a fan now because we're friends. We literally cut each other on the finger and like rub blood. We're like,
we're connected now.
Blood sisters.
So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.